Good morning, everybody, and for those of you joining us online. And basically, you guys have scaled the first phase of the interview, and it's just to prepare you guys for the second phase of the interview. Now, basically, what would an employer look out for when he's trying to employ somebody like you guys? So, assuming I'm an employer, I want to bring you into my organization, what will I want to look out for? Number one is your confidence level. I need to see that you are very lively. I need to see that you can communicate, because no matter the job or position you are applying for, communication is key to you getting the job. And if you can't communicate effectively, there's no way you can relate with others who are on the job with you. So it's very important that you go, especially in front of the mirror. Stand in front of the mirror and practice. You can get a piece of paper, write out certain things, and start to read them to yourself in front of the mirror. Most importantly, to also improve your communication, just talk for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes non-stop about your hairstyle. If you can get comfortable with talking to yourself in the mirror, then it will be easy for you to also learn how to communicate. The next one too is for you to know the job you are applying for. Now, the challenge most people have is that they just say, give me any job. You actually need to be very specific about the kind of job you are applying for. Because most employers, especially those we work with, need to be very sure that if I'm bringing this person, he or she is adding value to me. So if I have a need in one area and you are coming into another area and you don't understand that need where I have, you are basically useless to my organization. Because if I'm employing you, I need to ask myself, if you come into my organization, assuming we are doing 10 naira before you came in, and you came in, we are still doing 10 naira. What it means that we are not actually doing 10 naira, we are doing at a loss because we are paying you salary that's going out of our pocket. So your job primarily is, I say, if I came into this organization and they are doing a turnover of 10 naira, they should at least, because I'm here, start to do a turnover of 11 naira or 12 naira. So I can say that this is the value I'm adding. Or if I come in, see, every business owner has two major issues. One is, how do I grow my sales? Secondly, how do I grow my cost? Even if you're a security person, or even you are the general manager of the company, your job is to ensure that you are adding value in one of these two areas. Either you're helping them increase their sales, or you are helping them reduce their cost. Even if it's just letter you are typing, you need to find a way from your letter writing how you can help them grow their sales or how you can help them reduce their cost. Most importantly too is for you to understand the course you read very, very well. Because the first thing somebody expects you to market to him or her, if you are coming into my company for instance, let's say you read accounting. I expect you to understand everything about accounting. Maybe I might be one, I want to put you in admin for instance, but accounting that you spend 4 years in school to read, I expect you to know everything there is to know about accounting. And it's important because there are two things that I expect of you. One is the course you read, and secondly, the area you are coming to fill the vacancy in. If you are coming in, for instance, as a marketer, you must know how to market. And which is why it's important, let's say for some, I think most of you are coming in for marketing positions and other positions. You actually, especially those who are going to the medical sales rep opening, you need to understand what marketing is all about. What does marketing entail? If I'm a good marketer, what does it mean? If somebody asks me to market something, for instance, can I do it effectively? Now my course, one of the questions that we usually ask during the interview is, market your course to me. If you spend 4 years studying psychology, you should be able to tell me what psychology is all about. If you spend 4 years reading microbiology, you should be able to tell me what microbiology is all about. Like for you that is a pharmacist, you should be able to tell me why my little daughter should choose to read pharmacy instead of medicine. Which is where marketing is all about. What marketing is all about. The ability for you to tell somebody that this thing is actually the best for you. That is what marketing is all about. And secondly too, see, where a lot of people miss it, because you also need to understand that I pray that most of you are lucky in the next phase of the interview. Is for most of you to be holding tomorrow. Like for you, like I said, the MD of the company where we were sending you to is, she's currently in the US, but when she comes in, you get to meet her. People want to see from my first contact with you how you can add value to my organization. which means you should be able to, if you come to the company for the first time, just by being there within one hour, you should know these are the area I can add value to your company. So when I came into your company, I noticed this and this. I think you guys should, if we do it like this, it will get better. So the person knows that you are coming in adding value from day one, which means the key thing now that will be under discussion is how much. But if you come into my organization and you don't tell me how you can add value to my organization, then why would I want to keep you?
Shutterstock Music.
It's very, very important that you understand how coming into an organization, how you can add value from day one. And which is also where continuous self-improvement is very critical for each and every one of you. Where most of you fail it is that you start, since you graduated, they ask you, what other course have you taken? Online, basically zero. Now, if you've not taken any other course since you graduated, it means that it's the knowledge you have about 2 or 3 years after you graduated that you still have. And based on Moore's law says that every knowledge becomes outdated in 18 months. Which means if you graduated in the past 2 years, what information you have is already outdated. So what have you done to improve your level of knowledge? Also, in the industry you want to start operating, have you read any book in that industry? You want to be a marketer, have you read any marketing book? You want to go into admin, have you read any admin book? When was the last time you actually did any solid study in the area you are trying to come into? Most people spend a lot of their time online. You ask themselves, what are they doing online? Facebook, Instagram. But that same time you spend on Facebook, you can actually use it, even if it's on marketing. There are lots of courses on Facebook that can teach you how to be a better marketer. There are a lot of programs on YouTube that you can watch on how to become a better administrator, a better HR person. But if you've not improved yourself, which is why I'll suggest, see, between today and tomorrow that the interview is holding, go online. The course, the area that we'll be sending you to, go online and watch at least 1 hour video in that particular area. If it's pharmaceutical marketing, go online and watch a video on pharmaceutical marketing, what it's all about. If it's about administration, what does administration entail?
Shutterstock Music.
If it's about being a manager, what are the duties of a good manager? Don't just go there assuming, because I find it a bit baffling that somebody is coming for an interview and he or she has not done any research in the course that they are trying to actually come to be interviewed on. So if you don't know the latest trend in the industry you are coming to operate in, why would somebody want to give you an opportunity in their company? And one of the worst things you do is tell the person that, okay, I'll come to learn on the job. So don't expect anybody to pay you to come and learn on his or her job. If you want to learn, you expect to pay the person. So don't say, I'm coming to learn on the job. If you know what you want to learn on the job, learn it before you get to the job. How many of you are computer literate? Can use the computer very well? Can do Excel very well? If you don't know how to do Excel, go and read about Excel. Because in most of your work, report writing is a key part of the job you'll be going to do. So if you are going to write a report, they expect you to do it on Excel. If you don't know how to use Excel, if you don't know how to work with PowerPoint, in fact, if you don't know how to use the Microsoft packages very well, go back and... So don't just wait until you get on the job and you expect that most of this thing will be taught to you. Most employers want plug and play employees, which means you come in from day one, you start to do what you're expected to do. Not that you come in and you want me to train you first before you know what to do. Your job is to train yourself and know what is expected of you. So that when you come in, I know that at the end of the month, if I'm paying you, I know why I'm paying you.
Shutterstock Music.
You don't come in and you spend time in my organization and I pay you and I don't see value that is being added to me. So it's very important for each and every one of you guys here. Work on yourself.